Hi, my name is Amy. I'm a men's freelance golf designer, and in today's video, I wanted to cover some common apparel industry terms. I was in the apparel industry for about 7 years before I switched to freelance, so these terms are all second nature to me, and it took me some time to figure out how to describe these things to my startup clients. Definitely had some awkward conversations where I fumbled through a lot of these definitions. So let's see how much better at this I've gotten. So here are some common industry terms that you might hear. First up is competitor sample. Competitor sample is any garment that's already in the market that you want to reference to create your own style. So maybe you like the fit of this polo, maybe you like the fabric of these shorts, anything like that is a competitor sample. Design. So design is surprisingly hard to explain. I find a lot of times with startups, when they say the word design, what they mean is like the pictures that go all over a garment, like a print. A print is definitely part of your design, but in the apparel industry in general, design is used a little more broadly than that. So as an example, on like a polo, design might be used to describe the placket where the buttons go here. So like, is this a continuous placket where it's all in piece? Is it pieced in with like a separate piece of fabric? Is the collar, is the spread nice and wide, or is it narrow? Those kind of things are what is generally meant in the industry when we say the word design. Development. So development is the process of getting from your idea into production as something you can sell in a store. Factory. So this is what a lot of startups will call a manufacturer. So a factory is the company who sews up your garment so that you can sell it in your store. Fit sample. So a fit sample is a competitor sample that you like the fit of and want to reference when you're creating your own garment. MOQ. So MOQ stands for minimum order quantity, and this is the smallest order your factory will accept. Prints, I mentioned this earlier when I was talking about design. A print is like an all over, pictures all over, like a shirt or something like that. This is an example of a print. Production, so this is the process, what happens when you place your order with your factory, when you're ready to make your garment, and they sew it up, do all the things that you can so that you can sell it. Proto, this is short for prototype. So these are some of the first samples that your factory will make for you to review and approve to then go into production. Reference sample, I use this interchangeably with competitor sample. Seam, this is a place in the garment where two panels of fabric are sewn together. So an example of that on this polo is the sleeve is sewn on to the body panel here. This is a seam. Tech pack. So tech pack is a document. It's the blueprint that the factory uses to create your garment. Tech pack has everything in it the factory needs to make your garment. It's also used as like a living, breathing document, a communication tool for you to communicate any changes that you want with the factory. It's also kind of a contract between you and the factory. All right, last but not least, trim. So example of a trim is like a button. Example of a trim is like a zipper on like a quarter zip, something like that. A label that goes in the back, a logo, hang tag, so like the piece of cardboard with like your brand name on it that's attached with like a string through like a buttonhole. Those are all examples of trim. Okay, how did I do? Is there anything that's still confusing, or if you have come across a term that I didn't mention here, leave a comment below. If this was helpful, please subscribe. I'll link out below to some helpful blogs from my website, and then a link if you want to schedule a free call to maybe talk about your next project. I'll link that all below. Thanks for watching.